So we've eaten our way to the classics. Bold, timeless, wickedly rich. But it doesn't stop there. There is a curtain call, a final act, the sweet stuff, where sugar, fire, and a century of tradition come together. If you thought you were full, think again.
Rákóczi Túrós is a typical cottage cheesecake in Hungary.
It all starts with a simple, soft, buttery pastry, the kind of base that lets everything else breathe. Then comes the filling, a mousse made from fresh clotted curd, not from a tub, from a cow, rich with vanilla, impossibly light, like air with flavor. Next, a layer of peach jam made from hand-picked local peaches. And to finish, a spoonful of ice cream with a tart twist. Not vanilla, not chocolate, sour cream. Because nothing says indulgence like turning a baked potato topping into dessert. And somehow, it works.
Rákóczi Túrós, Rákóczi style cottage cheesecake. For the last course, you eat the cottage cheese with sour cream for the beef, and now you will eat cottage cheese and sour cream with apricot for dessert.
People love to romanticize the story, but the real truth is simple. This iconic dessert isn't some royal legacy. It's a Gundel creation. This cake tells the story of a country without saying a word. It's been called the most Hungarian of Hungarian desserts for a reason.
So this part of the house where the family lived, this is where they have their private rooms. Now it's currently set up for different occasion. Of course, we're doing catering and we're having parties. So basically all these rooms are remodeled. But we try to keep the atmosphere. But you can imagine that 100 years ago, they all lived here. So the whole family was running up and forth here. This is our winter garden, also called sunroom. But this is where the family lived. And down there was the whole business running, the kitchen, the cooks, the chefs, and Charles himself, acting all day as a host.
Hey, we are here for the Gundel pancake.
Gundel pancake. Well, it ain't rocket science, but it is sacred. You start with a pancake. Not the half-hearted, out-of-the-box kind you toss on a skillet and forget. No, this one is loaded with real eggs for spot-on texture. The walnuts, toasted in syrup with orange peel, not just dumped in, because plain walnuts are not exactly exciting. Then comes a brush of sugar butter. Yes, sugar and butter, because clearly one rice isn't enough. And the flambé finish, that fiery flourish, turns a simple dessert into a showstopper. Next up, a proper chocolate glaze. Rich, glossy, serious. Topped with powdered sugar and more toasted walnuts. Because why stop now? No shortcuts, no substitutes.
So this combination for the sugar, for walnut, a little bitter and caramelized flavor of the walnuts you know, the rum and the orange with the chocolate sauce. So yeah, so this is the Gundel pancake.
I'm going for it.
Yeah. This is really rich pancake. The customers when arrive here to enjoy our dinner, and they eat it for course. For the last one, they have to fight to eat it because it's really rich, the flavor, a little bit heavy of dessert, but we love it.
So why is it a true Hungarian classic? Because it's the real deal, not that random, knockoff, sugary syrup nonsense you find in tourist traps. Sure, it's everywhere, but rarely done right. Most places butcher it. No wonder tourists don't get the hype. The original, though, it's a legend.
In Hungary, we have two major china manufacturers. One is called Herend and the other one's called Somloi. Gundel is unique because we're in contact with Somloi and the whole house runs with Somloi. We have everything for up to 3,000 people in-house or outside of the house for catering services. And this is heritage piece. Somloi only made it for us and for nobody else. And we're very, very proud of this china.
Somlói Galuska. Somlói Galuska is one of the most important recipe of this house.
But how do you make it the Gundel way? Simple, you don't fake it. You stick to the original. No shortcuts, no premixed junk. First off, this isn't your average sponge cake. This is proper baking. You start with not one, not two, but 3 sponge cakes. Because obviously, one flavor just won't cut it. Vanilla, walnut, cocoa, baked with care. Each layer is soaked in sweet syrup to keep the sponge moist and tender. Between the layers comes the custard, real vanilla custard. None of that powdered, wannabe stuff trying to pass as the real thing. The whole thing gets topped with roasted walnuts and rum-soaked raisins, because dessert should come with a little buzz. Next up, the chocolate. Thick, dark, intense. And just when you think it's over, a cloud of whipped cream lands on top. Not canned, not frozen. The kind made by folks who still know how to milk a cow.
So chocolate sauce, raisin, caramelized walnuts. Also rich, but more freshness, more light flavor.
So how did this end up in the Gundel Hall of Fame? 1958, Brussels, World's Fair. Hungary served it up, and people lost their minds. Medals, trophies, praise. This cake stole the show and put all other desserts in their place.
I love those raisins.
Why? Because it's absurdly good. When it's done right, with proper ingredients, a little time, and 0 corner cutting, it's a culinary knockout. Gundel's desserts aren't just sugary finales. They're Budapest's legacy, crafted by generations who made the simple unforgettable. If you're lucky enough to try it, savor every bite, because moments like these, they don't come around often.